Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hey, and welcome to a lovely Sunday morning, August 1st. This is the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network, and this is our premiere debut episode of our NFL show, Morning Tailgate. Tonight I am joined, or today I guess I shouldn't say tonight, but today I'm joined by Chris. Chris, how you doing today, bud?
Doing good. How's everybody doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing good. And then we're also joined by our man, the head of the table on deck. I forgot what show he's on. Mr. Sarge, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. New things are happy with the network. I mean, I'm all in control now with the network since the head sheds are gone now. So I'm in control. Let's see how long that lasts.
All right, yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. So, and of course, I'm Big B, and I'm repping my Minnesota Vikings T-shirt today. Sarge is repping the old school Carolina Panthers, and Chris, you're going to be representing your Dallas Cowboys. So,
Yep.
With that being said, I mean, I know there's not much to talk about. This is the first week. I think the Hall of Fame game's coming up, right, Chris? I think your Cowboys and Pittsburgh to it.
Yeah,
Thursday. So,
Pittsburgh. Yeah. And in the
so
Hall
we'll
of
start
Fame
with
Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, that's right. They're doing 2 classes this year. So Chris, when healthy, what do you expect from your Dallas Cowboys?
I think we'll have an improved offense, hopefully, if everybody stays healthy. Dak had a little bit of a scare this week, but he seems to be doing okay now. Hopefully everybody does stay healthy. I think we'll be improved, maybe improved win totals as well. I mean, there is going to be 17 weeks, so I think hopefully good things this year.
Okay. Sarge, out in Carolina, when healthy, what are you expecting?
I'm expecting some actually positive things because we have Sam Darnold now. He's running the helm with PJ Walker, who was in the XFL, and I was really high on him last year with that. And we got Christian McCaffrey. He's healthy, but I'm looking forward for Sam Darnold connecting with Robbie Anderson due to the fact that they had chemistry down in New York because they were teammates there. So I hope that chemistry stays the same. And you know what? I think they're gonna go 6-11 this year.
Okay, that's good. And then I want to say hello to Chrissy. She's a Cowboys fan. She's hoping for good things for the Cowboys too herself.
That's delusional.
So for me in Minnesota, I just hope our defense plays better. I think it's the Green Bay's division to lose. We'll get into that a little bit later, either today's episode or down the road. But I just hope our defense plays better. I think when healthy, Vikings can be a playoff contender, a sneaky Super Bowl contender. I think our offense is high-powered, but when healthy, I think we could really make some noise in there. So Chris kind of mentioned it earlier. What is your guys' thoughts on the 17-game schedule? Sarge, what do you think?
I don't like it. It's a money move from all the owners with that. And I have a hard time, like, with the schedules and the predictions of the standings is like it's not equaling out for me. It's always 17 games. Where's that coming from? We're supposed to be 16. I still get that wrong. I don't like it one bit. I'm with the players on this one, and thank you, Ashley Gleason, for the kind comment.
Yes. How about you, Chris? What do you think of the 17 games?
As a fan, I enjoy it because it gives us more football, it gives us an extra week of playing games. It also kind of it eliminates the preseason game with, I guess 4 down to 3, unless you play in a Hall of Fame, then it kind of equals out, I guess. But I mean, it gives us more football. It lessens a preseason game. At the same time, though, if I was a player, that kind of makes me worried, knowing that you could get injured more, knowing that you're playing one more game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, go ahead, Sarge.
Oh, I was gonna say one thing. I can see them going down to like 2 preseason games and just keeping that 16 games total with that. On top of that, because last year there was no preseason games, and it proves that we still have some good quality football going with that. So,
Yep.
But a lot of players were hurt.
2 preseason games because they're pointless anyways. So that's where I'm at on that one. And with these 17 games, I mean, records are going to be broken left and right with this.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I mean, for sure, we're going to see 2 years of the 17 games because the teams that are on the road the 17th week will get a home game next year. Tim Hendricks chimed in. He sees 2 preseason games and an 18-game schedule. I actually see that happening. I think we're going to go 18. As a football fan, yeah, it's great, but Chris's point, now you're getting 2 more meaningful games in there, more likely to get hurt. We'll see where that goes. I was happy with 16. I think 16 was a perfect number. 17 is definitely an odd number. I don't think that works out well. The preseason games do have to get cut in half to at least 2. Like Chris said, unless you're playing the meaningful Hall of Fame game, then you get a 3rd game. So, but with that being said, another thing that made news, we'll touch on it quick, is the finding of the COVID policy. If you're, might be forfeiting games. Chris, what do you think about that?
I mean, I get it as far as a team that has COVID issues, but I'm just confused on why the other team would have to, lose game money. But I mean, you have to follow the rules and help each other out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the whole thing because there's reports that the team that gets affected and causes the forfeit has to pay for everything for the other team. So I don't know. Sarge, you got anything on that?
The only thing I can say on this one, it's it's personal choice. Don't. That's where I'm at right there. We're not making it into a personal choice right now. That's where I'm at. And also, there's something called a practice squad. You can make that roster a tiny bit bigger, then you'll be okay to do with that. So I think that's where I stand on that one.
I mean, the rosters right now are 53 man. So unless you run into a Denver situation where all your quarterbacks get out, I mean, you should still have servable players and be able to play. But like I said, we'll see how it gets affected. I know that's what they're trying to avoid is a Denver, shellacking of playing 18th string quarterback that used to play quarterback in high school or something
from the Broncos.
So, the Broncos. So before we move on, or outside of I can't think of now. Kansas City and Tampa Bay. Chris, who is your early Super Bowl picks right now?
For the NFC, he's returned to the team, and you kind of have to put him in the conversation. I kind of have to go with Green Bay because he is back and he knows the team well. He's got Cobb again. He was just re-signed about a day or 2 ago. So he's in the conversation. As far as the AFC goes, I'm going with Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
They made some improvements last year. Got to the divisional round, I believe, of the playoffs. They're improving little by little. Josh Allen has improved a lot. Uh, could potentially get a new contract this year or next season, I should say. So I'm going with Green Bay and Buffalo.
Green Bay Buffalo. Sarge, how about you?
I don't know. I'm loving these comments right now. We got the con man here. We got Katie Gleason here. We got Tim Hendricks, Christy Wilson. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually, man, so for the National League side, I can't pick the Green Bay Packers. Only the reason is because they can't get past the NFC Championship game. That's where I'm at on that one. But I am gonna want to see that the Buccaneers back in it with that. And on the AFC side, I am going way out on this one. I'm gonna pick the Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another team I was thinking of too, but I felt like
Wow.
Buffalo was a little more ahead than.
All right, I'm marking it down at 10:40. Sarge said the Cleveland Browns, which honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that would be a nice sleeper there.
It would.
So we got that marked down for me. Early picks. I mean, if I'm not gonna pick the Bucks or Kansas City, which are definitely the odds-on favorite. I mean, Chris, you stole one of my teams, the Packers. You know, with Rodgers coming back, I'm actually gonna go out on a limb too. Kind of. I do it every year because I want to see the matchup. I want to see 0-4 versus 0-4, not just because I'm a homer, but I want to see the Vikes and the Bills. I mean, early indications. I'm probably smoking something or, whatever, but I've always wanted to see it. I want to see the 0-4. I want to see them hype it up. But
one of those teams would win the Super Bowl if they're both.
Well, I don't know. I mean, in Minnesota luck, I mean, we might see a 6 overtime game and Buffalo finally getting a game-winning field goal to win it. I mean, who knows? But yeah. But the early pick, I mean, of course, they're going to be subject to change once we start getting into preseason, and so fans or the viewers. I mean, who do you want to see in the Super Bowl outside of the Bucks and the Chiefs? Because I mean, I think those are definitely the odds-on favorites to get back there. So, all right, so let's move on. Draft night that happened. What, April? No, that happened. Yeah, April. Sarge, did you see any surprises? Anything that stood out to you? I know it's a while ago, so
I gotta say Trey Lance being that number 2 pick. I think that's a stretch right there, and that's the biggest surprise I had. And I think one of the good picks was back in the second round for the Buccaneers is Kyle Fuller from Florida.
Yep. Chris, how about you? What shocked you out?
Well, first Cowboys picking like all defense with like their first six picks of the draft, and then Houston picking their potential backup / starter with the whole Deshaun Watson thing, because everybody thought that he would at that time would start more likely, and then they drafted their quarterback. I'm trying to think of his name, but. And then that kind of surprised everyone. Like maybe we don't know a lot, more than what we thought. So those are my 2 surprises.
I mean, for me, I'm with Sarge on that. I couldn't remember who got drafted second or third. I knew it was a quarterback. I couldn't think of his name, but yeah, definitely Lance for San Fran. Another one was the Bears and Vikings battling to move up to get Fields. Yeah, Fields. That was a battle, and I'm actually impressed that Minnesota actually was willing to take that chance and move up. So when the reports came out like that, I was shocked. So those are my 2 surprises. So Chris, you've been working on a list for us. Old
Yeah.
faces in new places. So let's start off with the big trade that happened. I think that kind of shocked a lot of people. The Rams and the Lions. Stafford and going to the Rams,
That-
and Mr. Goff going to the Lions. Chris, what do you think of that trade?
It was definitely an interesting trade. I mean, Stafford has been the Lions quarterback since what 2009, 2010. He's been, even though they haven't made the playoffs, he was probably one of their best players next to Calvin Johnson.
Okay. Yep.
When the two were playing. As far as Jared Goff goes, I don't know. I think he should have stayed with the Rams. I feel like he fit their system more. It's going to be interesting him working alongside Dan Campbell. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I think he's going to have some growing pains the first maybe 2 or 3 weeks just learning the system. Maybe not getting the preseason time he needs this year. I'm okay with Stafford in the positions he in. Goff, I'm not sure.
So, all right. So, Cyrus, what's your thoughts on the trade and when it happened?
I think this actually gives Matthew Stafford actually have a viable chance to get a ring because he's going to be lined up with Henderson as his in the back end, and you got Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp in the back there. Then they have Deshaun Jackson as a veteran over there, and the one big thing is with the Rams, they have an offensive line with Andrew Whitworth protecting that blind side right there, and Goff. He's Goff awful. That's all I think about that. And I think he's going to last probably about 2 or 3 years with the Lions, not doing anything.
I don't think think he's awful. I think he just needed to change systems. Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Chris, you might be right, Sarge. Right now, I would say Sarge is probably right on that. God awful. At one time, there was talk that there'd be 4 new starting quarterbacks in the NFC North. So when the trade happened, I think the Rams definitely got the better of the deal. I know they don't have a draft pick now until 2024 or something like that, and they haven't had a first round pick since they drafted Goff, I believe. So let's get to some of the comments there. Tim. No, pot's not legal yet, but soon. I know it might be the hotness here. 0-4, yeah, would probably be a sign of the end of times. Parsons getting drafted by Cowboys made sense to Chrissy. Okay, and then I was shocked. Didn't trade for either of them. Oh, he's the Colts. Tim is a big Colts fan, so we got that being said. So moving on.
Tim's probably upset because of the news of Wentz.
Yes, that was going to be my next. That was going to be my next quarterback in a new place. Wentz going from Philadelphia to the Colts. Sarge, before the big news, what did you think?
I like it because the Colts have a great offensive line because Philip Rivers, who was the quarterback last year, was sacked 19 times, and he's not mobile. Wentz is more mobile than Rivers is, and I thought he'd be more protected like he was in other than what he was like in Philadelphia when there was zero protection. So it made sense to me. I liked it, and I'm a Wentz fan. I personally like him.
Yeah, I'm with Sarge on that one. Before the big news, I propelled the Colts definitely into Super Bowl contention. I mean, especially what they did protecting Rivers, like Sarge again said, 19 sacks, and for a non-mobile quarterback, that's huge. So, Chris, what do you think? Before the big news,
I like Wentz going to Indianapolis. He has a history, good history with Frank Wright, who is now the coach. I thought I thought he's a good quarterback when healthy, kind of like what's going on in Dallas. But this, he's just having bad luck.
Yeah.
No matter
Well,
where he goes, it seems like he gets hurt. And I hope
well,
it's not
like,
long term because it has an impact in Philadelphia too.
yeah. I mean, just like Wilson said there in her comment, new city, and he gets hurt. Not even,
Yeah,
I don't even know if it was a football injury. So,
it was a
but
foot. I don't
he's
know.
out. What's that, Chris? Go ahead.
Oh, I said I don't know what really actually happened. I know it's a foot injury.
Yeah,
He stepped
yeah.
on a
I saw
leg.
his stepped on leg. Yeah, he's out indefinitely. So, if any viewers got an update on that, I couldn't find nothing. Just that it was out indefinitely with a foot injury. So, and then I think another big shocking move. Before we get to some other names, was Watt to Arizona. Chris, what do you think of that move?
Yeah, I was surprised on that. I mean, he wanted to stay in Houston. I felt like he should have
Yep.
stayed in Houston. Gave Houston a better chance, at least for their defense, of making the playoffs. He's been their sack leader, their tackle leader, pretty much a leader in any category, in every category.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to be doing the same thing in Arizona, uh, helping out Kyler Murray in a way. So
Cyrus, what do you think?
Um, I think it was a wrong destination for Watt if he wants to win a ring. I don't think Arizona was a great place. I think he went there because they have like something brewing with the offense that has not made it yet. But I thought Cleveland would have been a better choice for Watt to go to, or even Pittsburgh to play with his brother. I mean, I thought that
Brothers.
would have been, yeah, I thought that would have been a good place for him to go as well, and have like two brothers play on the same team, like the Griffins that were in Seattle, who are no longer in Seattle now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think the sports world was shocked when he signed with Arizona because I mean, Sarge, I can't speak for you guys, but if I had a chance to play with my brothers or siblings, or I think I would do it, or family members, I think I'd jump ship and go sign with the team there to at least for a year or two to play with
that
them. So
that'd be
Pittsburgh, I
Pittsburgh.
thought, yeah. So, and then I know there was rumblings that he'd go back to Green Bay because wasn't he with the Badgers in college?
No,
So,
that was.
or am I thinking somebody else?
You think you're thinking of someone else? I know.
Okay,
Can't think of his
yeah,
name.
Well, there's the McCourty brothers that played together for the Patriots.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they won a ring also together.
more than likely.
You're more likely. So Tim chimes in, being the Colts fan. He said, right now, they don't know about surgery. They'll know more out in after 1 week. So yeah, so we'll see what that happens there. I hope Wentz is fine because I think all three of us are semi fans of his, and think he could play at an MVP level.
I like following his career. I just didn't like facing him when he was with the Eagles. But
yeah, exactly. We all got that one person that, for me, it's always been Favre and Rodgers. I like following their career, but I hate it when they played against us. So
yeah.
Any other names that jump out to you that will be in a new place this year? Sarge, we'll start with you. Anybody else that jumps out?
I'm gonna say Sam Darnold. I said
That's
earlier,
right.
because the Panthers traded for him. He could be like Ryan Tannehill 2.0 version of it. I think that would be a good. I think something good could come out of that. So that's where I am with that one.
Okay, Chris. Any other names that jumps out to you that will be in a new place this year?
Ryan Fitzpatrick going from the Dolphins to Washington. Yeah, they lost Alex Smith. He retired. And now they replaced him with Ryan Fitzpatrick. I don't know if it's the right move. He's better as a backup, trying to get back into the game, so to speak, filling in for a quarterback. But I think he's going to be the starter there. I don't think that's a good idea, though.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's between him and Heineke, or I think it was,
Yeah.
or something like that. So,
But
yeah, you guys
Heineke
named.
made you playoffs, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys named off two good guys. I think Andy Dalton going to Chicago was another name that jumped
that
out at
surprised
me.
me.
And then it was Green. I think went to
Oh yeah.
went to Arizona. I think to help them guys out. So it's gonna be interesting. A lot of new faces, or old faces in new places. So. And then
What-
Tim did chime in and say Watt was from Wisconsin and did go to the Badgers, so that kind of made sense there. So, but
yeah.
Arizona, we'll see what happens. What were you gonna say, Chris?
Oh, I was going to say one name. He's still a free agent, and I'm surprised he is Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
He
Fitzgerald.
has not been picked up.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are gonna wait till the preseason starts and training camp and all that, see where that goes. But I can
I'm sure
tell
he's
you one
happy, though.
Yeah, I can tell you one destination that's already rolled out is Minnesota. So he's already came out publicly and said he does not plan on playing or retiring in Minnesota. So we know that's another bummer for us in Minnesota here. Can't even get our own guys to play for us. So Sarge, anybody else that kind of jumped out at you? I mean,
Chris nailed it with Fitzpatrick going to Washington. I think that was a good move for them because he didn't do too bad with Miami. He was probably about average, and he brings in probably an average a veteran leadership with Washington. And AJ Green, I don't know. He can't stay healthy, so I cannot comment on that part with that.
yeah, no, I hear you on that. So let's talk about a certain division since we kind of touched on them a little bit. How about the AFC East with the Pats, the Bills, Dolphins, Jets? What do you guys see out of that? I mean, we all know the Jets Jets are rebuilding. So, what is your guys' thoughts on that division? What do you see coming out of there? Chris, we'll go Chris first.
Okay. Well, Jets and Patriots, you can say they're rebuilding. Buffalo rebuilt. Miami rebuilt. New York, I think, is about a year or two away from maybe improving. I don't think you're going to see it, this year. Maybe a win or two more. I don't see much improvement. The only way New England's going to improve if they get rid of Cam Newton. I don't see him as a viable quarterback there. Maybe they'll trade him off in during the trade deadline or next year in free agency, but this might be his last year either in the NFL or in New England. I don't know which. Miami, I think they're going to do okay with Tua. And then with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, maybe they'll get one step closer, hopefully. Or maybe just to, be like last year. I'm not quite sure.
Sarge, what do you think on the AFC East?
I think it's the Bills' division to lose. That's where I'm at on that one with their lineup and defense. But on the other side, I think the Patriots are going to be battling for a wild card spot, and I think the Dolphins. I don't see much coming out of the Dolphins because Tua, he didn't do as everyone thought he was going to do when he came out and everything else, and I don't think Tua is the quarterback for the Dolphins. That's my opinion because you have Parker who's out and also Fuller who's been suspended also. So it's going to be interesting how they can overcome that.
But last year you had, the COVID stuff and all that, and I think it kind of hurt Tua a little bit, and he was also coming off of a bad knee injury, so that maybe had something to do with it too.
Yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings with the Dolphins myself. I think they gave up probably the best backup quarterback / starter in Fitzpatrick, letting him walk. Tua, I mean, we'll see what year two brings. Like Chris said, he came off a big injury, didn't have the practice time like typical seasons. But sorry, I think you're right. I think it's the Bills' division to lose. Diggs went over there and just lit it up. Allen, for most of the year, was in MVP talks, depending on what you were listening to or who was talking. So I see them improving. The Patriots, I kind of think they're definitely in a rebuild. Wild card, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I
That's
put
a
my money
stretch.
on them right now. That's a little stretch, but Sarge said the same thing about a certain Seattle team, and they're kind of in the mix of things still. So I can't discount what Sarge says. So,
Right.
but we'll definitely see what's happening there. So let's talk about we'll break down each division as the weeks go on. We won't do it all today. Retirement. Drew Brees for the Saints. Calling it a career, which we all figured it was after last season. We all saw the videos of Tom Brady throw passes to his kids after the game. A little personal moment there. Sarge, what do you think there in New Orleans?
Well, first, Brees is definitely going to be a Hall of Famer, and man, he had a rocky start, like with that shoulder injury and everything else. The Dolphins would not take him because of that injury. And you got Winston on that team slated to be the #1 quarterback. Come on, that should tell you how your season is going to go. I'm not a big fan of their other quarterback. He's just a gadget player. I can't think of his name right now.
Hill.
Tyson Hill?
Yeah, Tyson Hill. He's just a gadget player, and I don't think I think Ian Book, who is from Notre Dame, is going to jump Tyson Hill on the #2 spot. But it's Winston's got to eat them W's. So maybe he got his eyesight fixed from 30/30 to 20/20. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Chris, what is your thoughts? And
I like watching Drew Brees. He was really good. I understand he was getting, for quarterback and football players, he was getting up there in age. But he was always fun to watch. I don't know how New Orleans is going to be able to compete this year. I think it's going to be a tough road, especially for those divisional opponents, Falcons, Panthers,
and the Bucks?
Buccaneers, yeah. Jameis Winston, I give him about 4 weeks because it's going to be some growing pains. I don't see Taysom Hill as your starting quarterback if Winston is struggling. It's going to be interesting who they select as that new quarterback. I'm rooting for Winston, but I don't see anything happening.
Yeah, I mean, Sarge said it. Drew Brees definitely going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer in 5 years, which that's another rule I don't understand. I mean, why have to wait that long? But that's history, so we won't mess with it. Winston, on the other hand, yeah, Chris, I'm with you. I'd say 4 to 5 weeks, and if they're 1-4 or 0-5, I mean, even 2-3, you might see a quarterback change. Hill's definitely not the answer. I mean, he's definitely a gadget guy, and I actually like the guy. I like the versatility that you can put him in different spots, but he's definitely not a Cordell Stewart type where he's your starter, but yet he can still play wide receiver. He can play running back, return kicks or whatever. So I'm with that. I am honestly 100% surprised that the Saints didn't go back and go after Bridgewater. I mean, when he was there and filled in for Brees, I think he was 6-0 or 7-0.
Yeah, he was like undefeated.
Got him into the playoffs. Yeah. So that's the one guy, and a few people know I'm a Bridgewater fan. I like, the mobile quarterbacks. I like Bridgewater. I thought, here in Minnesota didn't give him the chance to do what he can do, and some people probably think I'm on something again, So, but I don't know. I think the Saints could have went after that and got it. So good luck to him in retirement, and see where he's going to end up. Probably
I think
doing
he's
some
going to be on
commentating somewhere.
NBC. I think he's going to be
Yeah,
on NBC doing something with them, either with college or pro. But
yeah. I think you're right on that, Chris. Speaking of people jumping to the booth, and I believe it's through Amazon for their games. I could be wrong, but the Manning brothers are going to be doing some Monday Night Football 10 games on average over the next 3 years. Sarge, what do you think of that? What do you think of the Manning brothers getting into the booth there?
Yeah, first off, Christy Wilson, thank you for commenting on Drew Brees. She thinks he is the GOAT, the GOAT on that one, which is debatable. But
Yeah,
but the Manning brothers doing the commentary, I think it's gonna be good. I like Peyton Manning on his commercials and everything else. I think he's pretty funny and stuff. But I don't know about Eli with that. So, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Chris, what do you think?
yeah, the Monday night thing, I think it's going to be on ESPN2. They're kind of doing like the college football. They're not doing college football, but it's like the college football telecast where they have the second stream set up. And they're just going to be, I guess, doing like, the living room talk where they're just going through the game and kind of doing that. It's going to be the regular crew for the Monday night games, on location, but it's just going to be a secondary option. I like Peyton. He's funny. He's good on those Saturday Night Live skits and all that. I'm not sure about Eli. I think he's going to be more technical on the stuff, but it'll be interesting.
Be a lot better than the choices we have for the Monday night booth.
Yeah, that is true. And
that was in there.
But I mean, it is a deal that kind of shocked people. I mean, 10 games, they don't have to travel. They'll do it from Peyton Manning's production company. So I mean, that's kind of going to be odd and weird seeing. So, like Chris said, you're going to have the regular group, and then you're going to have Peyton and Eli on the side or in their booth. I guess, I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see. I know a lot of people after Tony Romo jumped to the booth. Everybody wants these quarterbacks now and in the booths and stuff. So I think Tony Romo is a pretty good guy in the booth. So
very energetic.
The only way he gets to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, shots fired already. So let's talk a little fun stuff. Fantasy football. As people know, we Coast to Coast partner with MI6. We're going to have our own fantasy league. Winner kind of has bragging rights. I know a couple of our analysts on both sides have a side bet going, which, anything on a pizza. I mean, I'm a food lover, but I don't know if I would want somebody to be putting stuff on my pizza and have me eat it live. So we'll keep you up to date on that and keep you posted on that. Chris, when it comes to fantasy football, how do you draft? I mean, do you do a lot of study? Do you just go in and just say, I'm just going to take the best players? Or what's kind of your strategy type?
I try to research and study up on like the top players in fantasy. And then, I don't know, I just, try to pick the players I think would be good after that. I try not to be biased. That's hard, though.
Yeah, I bet it is. Sarge, how about you? What is some of your fantasy pre-game stuff, or however you want to break it down?
Well, I'm a 2-time champ in the Coos Bay Championship, so I'm gonna bring that to the big show with us versus MI6 on that one. And last year, I did not do the live draft; it was all auto picked for me, so I couldn't make the draft. But I mean, It's like who's available.
Okay.
I either go like either running back or running back or a quarterback first, but
Okay, I'm writing
times are
that
changing now.
down.
It's like almost you gotta go with a wide receiver now because there's no running game. So
Yeah.
that's me.
There might be a running game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you're Derrick Henry, that's about it.
Oh, you got Cook. I mean, McCaffrey if he's healthy. But for me, I mean, I try to do as much studying as I can, and I kind of come up with my own draft board and go by that. Some years it works. Some years, I'm picking players every week because I got injuries or whatever. Do you guys worry about the bye weeks at all? Try to
I
double
do.
up, or do you? How about you, Sarge? Do you worry about the bye weeks?
I forgot already that we have 17 games. Is there 2 bye weeks or 1?
1.
Yeah, one bye week. Yeah.
I don't like it. I just don't like how the games are scheduled. So to me, bye weeks are meaningless now since we're adding more games.
Okay.
Bye week. So
Yeah.
I always forget, like, when my fantasy team has a bye week and I have players that are also on a bye week and I can't fill those spots.
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
my
for me,
bench
I mean,
players are playing.
I definitely watch the bye weeks with like the quarterback position and running back position. For me, I always draft my defense and kickers last, and I always pick the teams with the last bye weeks, roughly. Just because then I don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
But being biased, yeah, Chris. I mean that's tough to do. You want to have your teams. I remember playing in one league where this guy drafted all his favorite teams, which ironically is the Cowboys. And if he didn't get a Cowboy, he tried to trade. And
I did that
sometimes
one
people
year.
just give it to him. But yeah, I actually try to stay away from the rivalries, the North. Most times because. If I pick a guy that's playing against the Vikings, then I got to root for him and then root for the Vikings. So it gets stressful. I know it's all fun and games and stuff like that. So, anything else on anybody that stands out right now that like if you had, I mean, outside of Henry, I guess, or the running game, is there anybody that you would, if you had a chance to get, you would get right now, Sarge? Is there anybody that's creeping up your board there that I want to take a chance on?
Probably Nick Chubb.
Yep.
He got a new contract.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say he just got a new guy.
Yeah. I actually drafted Andrew Luck the year he retired.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well, it worked out because it gave me like 2 extra spots on my bench, pretty much. So it was good. It was a good workout. So if Larry Fitzgerald retires, I'm picking up Larry Fitzgerald just so I can save that spot.
Don't give out your strategy too much.
Yeah. Don't give out. Chris, what about you? Anybody that's creeping up there that if he's in the mid rounds, you're gonna take a shot at?
Brady.
Ooh. Brady, yeah, there's a guy that right now, I know we always say Mother Nature, or not Mother Nature, Mother Nature is unbeatable, but right now Brady's going into overtime with her, I think family time, mother time. Yeah, I think granted, Brady's going to lose that battle, but for me, there's a lot of people out there, especially if Fitzgerald signs. I mean, that might be a sneaky pick. Some of the rookies that came in, Lawrence in Jacksonville, like that. But, maybe if the moment's right, I might go for, as much as I hate to say it, Kirk Cousins in the later rounds. I think this is the year he's either going to prove it or we're going to see a backup come in. So we'll see. Maybe am I trying to lose? Exactly. You're right. So, but I mean, Cousins has put up good numbers in Minnesota. I mean, last year I think the defense kind of faltered. So, with that said, we're getting about 15 minutes left in our show. Chris, you got any topics that kind of jumped out to you since last football season, or something you want to throw out at myself and Sarge to see what I thought? Sarge.
Who do you think is going to be Rookie of the Year this year?
Oh, good one. Sarge, how about you?
From what I've seen, my money's on Lawrence right now.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going to.
That's where I'm at.
Unless something drastically happens.
That's true, but I think Jacksonville is actually a team that's going to be pretty quiet, or not. They're going to be a sneaky team to get in there with James Robinson as a running back, and Lawrence is just unbelievable talented, and and Chrissy Wilson just said Zach Wilson or Trevor Lawrence. I cannot pick Zach Wilson because he only played very few games, and nothing against big schools with that. And on top of that, Zach Wilson's mom has more publicity than he does because that's that. But I think Trevor Lawrence is a lot better than Zach Wilson. I don't think Zach Wilson deserves to be in the NFL, in my opinion.
Yeah, the only thing that's scaring me about picking Lawrence is Jacksonville has a chance to, like Sarge said, be sneaky, but they also have a chance to be stinky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're definitely a couple years away. I mean, they have 11 picks, new coach. I mean,
they
can't miss. They can't miss. Yeah, we can talk about that here shortly too. So, I mean, definitely the can't miss, pick, which to me, the can't miss player and the GOAT talk are kind of irrelevant because it's everybody's opinion. For me, I'm trying to think here offhand. I think Kyle Pitts might be a sneaky Rookie of the Year pick because they still have Matty Ice there, and you never know with Atlanta. Trey Lance might be another one too, a sneaky one if he gets to start over Jimmy G, because we'll see what happens there. On the defensive side, I'm going to go with the rookie that the Panthers picked in Horn. I think we could see him be a defensive Rookie of the Year because Panthers, might have to be playing catch up or they might be stopping people. So, speaking of, Chris's point with Jacksonville, what do you guys think of Tim Tebow coming back and trying to tie that Sarge? You look like you had a few words to say there.
Hey, if he could do it, do it. I mean, there's a lot of negativity with Tim Tebow doing anything with sports, man. At least he's trying. Where's it? No one else is trying. I mean, he's trying and he's doing something that he's trying to go for. I mean, I like his courage with what he's doing, and I think it's great. If he doesn't make it, he doesn't make it. If he makes it, cool. I mean, he has a goal, and he's saying the goal. I don't see anybody else trying to go for the NFL right now.
Exactly. Do you think he makes it?
I think he does.
I don't think he's going to make it. But okay. I know there's a video out there with Lawrence throwing a dime to him, but if he makes it, it's because of his name. But I honestly don't think he will be making it. And I think, but he's in a better position though than a quarterback. I mean, that's where I see that right now.
I think the only reason why he'd be on the team is because the relationship between him and Urban Meyer. They're together in Florida, and I think that's the only reason why Tebow is back in the NFL is because of Urban Meyer. I don't think he'd be in the NFL if Urban Meyer was not in the NFL.
Yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings. You know, Sarge made good points. He's at least doing something with all the negativity. He's playing baseball. He's
He
in
did
the
the
NFL again
analyst
as a
thing.
tight. Yeah, he does the analyst thing for college. And Chris, you're right. I think it is an Urban Meyer thing. If it wasn't Urban Meyer, I don't think Tebow would be there. I think he'd probably be sitting the bench for the Mets right now, making it a playoff run.
Right.
I see a gadget type player like a Hill, because he could play, if he can catch the ball, yeah, you can put him at wideout. I mean, he's a big guy. I don't know. I'm on the fence on if he makes it or not, 50-50 ball. So, Sarge, is there a topic or something that jumps to your mind that you want to get our opinion on? What do you think?
Just going back to the Rookie of the Year, one name kind of popped out is Waddle, the wide receiver for Miami.
Yep.
Because him and Tua were coast to coast pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, I want to see if they can get that chemistry back. And I mean, and if he's healthy, oh goodness.
Yeah, that's something too. Like I said, being familiar faces, and that might be the Dolphins' year right there. If those two could connect, I mean, because they have a decent defense. I mean, they showed it last year. If those two could connect, and sky's the limit for the Dolphins. Chris, what do you think about that?
I think it'll work out. I mean, if they're both healthy and they're both on the team, or, as starters, I think it'll work out.
Okay. Yeah. So we're about that hour mark. Again, viewers, thank you. Join us every Sunday during the football season from now until the Super Bowl. We're gonna be about 10:30 to 11:30 Central Time to get you right up to kickoff there. We are going to pick some games. The hosts are going to pick the winners of one morning. We're going to pick winners available, but we're going to keep track of one morning game, one afternoon game, and then the evening game. We're all going to keep a tally, see who, and the fans are more than welcome to join in. We're going to give our fantasy football takes. If you got a player that you want to, think you want our advice on, shoot us an email or shoot us a comment. We'll do that, and we'll give you our advice on it. So, Chris, 30-some seconds to finish off the show. What do you got?
Thank you guys for watching, listening. Make sure to tune in every weekend for the morning tailgate. As for the YouTube contest, we'll be doing a drawing for that sometime this month, either this week or next week. I don't know when. I'll get all of your names that were subscribed to YouTube, and we'll do a drawing shortly in the next few days.
All right. Yeah, forgot about that. Yeah, so stay tuned to that. And it's been a hectic week here for everybody, I think. So, Sarge, 30, 40 seconds. What do you got to say?
All right, football season is around the corner, and it's getting exciting. And man, we'll see how this new season outlet works. But for everyone, hey, all those ads that we got, that's how we pay our bills. Actually, check out those their Facebook homepages and websites. They actually have pretty cool things that are available that you can buy and everything else. So, and what Chris said about the YouTube, subscribe. I can get a chance to enter into a drawing with that one. So Panthers are going to go all the way.
Cowboys will too.
All right, yeah. Like Sarge said, check out those ads and companies that are helping to support us. Football season right around the corner. Thursday kickoff. I believe that's what Chris said. Hall of Fame game. For me, the viewers, okay. All right. So, yeah, thanks to the viewers. Throw out your comments. Throw out your Super Bowl picks if you're watching this on replay or something. Let us know what you think. We'll definitely write them down, keep track of them. Chris, I want to thank you for the double duty that you're doing, host or being a part of this and being behind the stage. And tonight, please check out Between the Ropes. It'll be myself, our man Dragon Viper. Chris will probably be on. Sarge, might be there. We'll see. We're gonna break down Raw, SmackDown, and the big news of the weekend regarding wrestling. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you're a wrestling fan, you know what I'm talking about. Again, check out all the stuff we got going on this week. I don't know if we have any new shows or anything, but we definitely got some good shows and shows for everybody. So, with that being said, join us next week, 10:30 Central Time for morning tailgate. Have a good day, guys.